With all the controversy surrounding low traffic neighbourhoods recently, I decided to visit one in the north of Glasgow to see what all the fuss was about. I'm also going to explore a few interesting things that have caught my eye when looking at old maps of the area around the Forth and Clyde canal in the north of the city. This small park next to the canal is Pinxton Basin Terraces. This bit's all starting to look really nice with all the wildflowers and stuff, or flowers that have been planted starting to take shape. This low traffic neighbourhood is next to Hawthorne Street in the north of Glasgow. Great piece of infrastructure. No, it's abundantly clear that somebody doesn't know how to clean their dog's mess about here. Yeah, this should definitely be a continuation of that bi-directional cycle path back there. So I didn't even know this was called Finlass Street. I cycle on this quite a few times. It's my way to work. So this is Hawthorne Street here. Pretty busy. But you can see it's the cycle path, part of the Spaces for People programme, and recently they've installed these raised bus stops. I think it kind of works. There's not as much conflict between pedestrians and cyclists as certain people on social media will make it. Try to fan the flames, start a fire. So I'll cross over here, and it's just to check this wee street here, which is called Hawthorne Quadrant, a few hundred yards, and at some point it's been blocked off. See that? Just to stop a wee bit of rat running up and down this street, which would have happened at one point. So this is Spruce Street, which goes up to Walnut Road, and at the end of Walnut Road it's blocked. I can actually hear the birds now. So obviously at one point drivers would have used this as a wee shortcut to avoid the lights there at rush hour. So Walnut Crescent must just come around and at the other side. Crescent's there. Bruce, Walnut, Hawthorne, Cypress Street going down there. Other side of Walnut Crescent. Chestnut Street, Walnut Road. I did see that it's a dead end back there for cars. Who's this going to be? Walnut Road. And any of these guys can take a shortcut through. So that car that was just leaving there, that's the first sort of interaction I've had with any vehicle since I've been cycling on here. At rush hour, it's like 8:15. So we'll go back up, we'll go up Chestnut Street here. And this through road's been blocked off to cars because it's a low traffic neighbourhood. And we've got the railway line down there, and that's Ashfield train station. I just think it's brilliant that all the streets in this place, which is a low traffic neighbourhood, are named after trees. Trees are associated with clean air. What a prime example. And it's so peaceful. So that's it. That's all a low traffic neighbourhood is. A low traffic neighbourhood. They'll try to pen you in, restrict you from travelling anywhere. It's all about clean air and a bit of quiet around about your house, a bit of silence. Pretty sure if that bridge was open to traffic, there'd be cars zooming up and down this street. The bridge back there, if that was open to traffic. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go somewhere else. Disused railway line underneath that bridge. I'll make a video about that one other day. Enjoy doing that actually. That'll be a good video for me. Cheers pal. I think I said in a comments in an earlier video that as long as the traffic's passing by you at 20 mile an hour or less, it doesn't feel as threatening. Balmore Road. Kind of want to be going right here. See if I can go that. There we go. Yeah, I've never been here before. Well, I've been on the canal, but where I'm going I've never been before. Right, this is where I'm looking for. Possil Lock. Look at that. It's a wildlife reserve. Grouse. I don't know how bike friendly this is. Find it. Can it get any louder if I tried? I think a lot of people would avoid this, just given the area that it's in. Possil's got a bad reputation. Lamb Hill as well. It's Lamb Hill that's next to here. Definitely not designed for road bikes. So when I'm leaving, I'll leave it at that. Hey, this is what I was looking for. And it's hard to see it, but the high Possil meteorite near this site on the 5th of April 1804 fell the first recorded meteorite in Scotland. It can be seen in the Hunterian Museum, University of Glasgow. How cool is that? And I like that Glasgow coat of arms is on it as well. A few days after filming this, I took a wee trip on the subway to Hillhead Station, checking out the fantastic Alistair Gray mural in the station before heading through Ashton Lane on the way to the absolutely stunning Glasgow University building that houses the Hunterian Museum. In here there is a fragment of the meteor on display. Admittedly, I expected it to be bigger than this, but it's still fascinating to see. There is also loads of other great stuff on display in the museum, and it's really worth a visit if you're in this part of the city. Superb. So this is the size of the meteorite that landed around about here. That must have been absolutely mind-blowing at the time. Would you want that landing on your napper? So that's Possil Lock there, all the surrounding marsh, and this is looking back south into Glasgow now, and that's Balmore Road down there. And the meteor is just on the top of the picture there, where it landed, just before you go into the farmers' fields. Right, back onto the canal. This is me going the other direction now, towards Stockingfield Junction. This surface is so smooth, it used to be a bit of a riot. So years ago, Lamb Hill Ironworks used to be on that side of the canal. Sorry guys, thanks. And served by the railways. It was served by the railways. So there was loads of railway lines and connections about here. There is a railway line that goes under the canal just where we are just now, as you can see. And then there's that footbridge that goes across that I need to get access to. See that? It's not electrified either. These people should complain about not having access to the canal. There we go. Look at that. See how steep it is for cleats. Speed restrictions must be observed. So there's the footbridge there, and there's a wee tunnel that goes underneath the canal. Never seen anything look so dodgy in my life. So it used to come out at the other end, but I don't think it does because I can't see any light. I don't want to go in there in case I find something. I don't want to. So that subway tunnel used to be a footpath for people to get underneath the canal, and then it would connect to the ironworks as well. And there's more. Before Stockingfield Bridge got made, this was your way of getting over the canal, under the canal should I say. Oh, lights, I'm not going that way, I want to go up onto the bridge. You'd have to go down there and then up another bit on. And the lights were never designed for cyclists as well. Got a cool viewing area. Yeah, I can see a high rise at Annie's Land Cross there. Tesco Extra, the university building. I can't remember what the flats are called. They're a bit controversial anyway. I think they might be getting pulled down. A bit of an explanation here. So this stone wall would have had, I don't know if it still does, the entrance to the tunnel for the line that came out of Maryhill Central train station, which isn't there anymore. So it would have come straight down and under here and out that way. Fly the drone, but these seagulls would absolutely go berserk, even more berserk than what they're going now. I don't know what's going on over there. So, see if I can see this from another angle, but I don't think I'll be able to get behind there. Charity Gym, that's it there. Oh aye, cheers pal. Aye, so the old Maryhill train station would have been just where the Tesco is there, and the line would have been underneath. See if I can sneak behind this gym to see if the tunnel, or the entrance to the tunnel is still there. Doubt it. The rocks all been cut away. I can see it in there, it was all bricked up. So I end up getting a tick, asking for trouble. It's in there anyway. Aye, so the line would have went straight through there, underneath the tunnel that I was just recently at, underneath quite a few houses at Rock Hill, and come out at the side of the canal where Lamb Hill Ironworks used to be. Kind of fascinated by all this old stuff and seeing pieces of the infrastructure that still exist. And up until a few weeks ago I didn't know that this train station existed. I'd seen photos over it, I just didn't know where it was. But I used this building here to identify on the old photo exactly where it was, or where it used to be.
Maryhill Central Railway Station was first opened in 1894 as Maryhill Barracks. It was renamed Maryhill in 1895 and Maryhill Central in 1952. The station was served by the Lanarkshire and Dumbartonshire Railway and the Glasgow Central line. To the west of the station there was a triangular set of junctions, and as you can see the imprint of these still exist. Maryhill Shopping Centre was built on this site in the 1980s and was demolished and upgraded to the new Tesco supermarket in 2010. They kept a space below the supermarket to allow the future possibility of opening the line again, and also left this space next to the building that was a bingo hall and is now a gym for the line to access the Tamshill Tunnel. Reopening the line was made an almost impossibility when sections at Kirklee and Clavendon were sold off for housing in the late 90s. The preceding stations on the line were Kirklee, that was situated here, Dorsham Station was here, and before researching for this video I had no idea there even existed a train station at this location. The other preceding station was Kelvinside Station, which was located just off Great Western Road and was in this great building that is now home to this nice restaurant. At the rear of the building you can see the platforms and also where the line went underneath and into the Balgrey Tunnel. The following station from Maryhill was High Possil, and this fascinating building still exists on Balmore Road to this day, but it is in a really bad way and sadly looks like it will never be saved. Such a great wee building with lots of character. This begs the question, would this building have been maintained, saved and restored if it had been in a more affluent area?
Yeah, here we go. There, bits of old railway line. Have a look at this thing. You drive past stuff like this and hardly notice it. But the old tunnel's down there. It is fenced off. I don't know where this is taking. I've never been on this road before. It just joins onto the River Kelvin.
Stay there, sorry.
Thanks.
That's good cycling.
Thank you. Mammy. Some cycling infrastructure. Can't even be bothered saying it. Hey, back to this bit of infrastructure. It's a cool bit of space. It's how you repurpose a place. Aye, so it's been quite a good cycle. It's good to show you low traffic neighbourhoods already exist and the work. And it was good to look at the path of what was once Maryhill Central train station. Just to think of the waste of railway infrastructure. It was closed down and the lines were taken away and tunnels filled in. I wonder if that's part of the beaching cuts. I need to look that one up. But it's good to actually explore the north of Glasgow because it's somewhere where I don't cycle very much, apart from the canal and cutting through to go up to the campsies. But I'm going to go home and get myself something to eat and spend the rest of my day with my honey. Thanks very much for coming along with me, and I hopefully see you next time. Off.